The Rubber Hose Man. Prompt from 10th January 2023. If watching cartoons has taught me anything, it's fill in the blank and have this idea from your character be a major part of the story. If cartoons have taught me anything, it's to expect the unexpected. I've known Delphi ever since she first moved to England. We'd always gotten along, always fancied one another, but I knew there was something different about her. It wasn't that she wasn't English or that she flirted with me whilst being married to Arthur. Call me a liberal, but those things aren't important to me, no. What was odd about Delphi was the way she composed herself. She'd speak of having this condition that meant she blacked out and saw things in the past. It fascinated me. For the longest time, she refused to sleep with me because of it, which didn't really make sense, but it did make me want her more, and it seems she felt the same. After she told Arthur about her feelings for me, she clued me in on what exactly her condition did. She told me she had this ability to walk back in time and see events that had unfolded in the past from an onlooker's point of view. She also told me that she believed these powers to be sexually transmitted, though they manifested differently in her husband, who could apparently cross the veil between life and death. I never quite believed her when she'd said it. I was just happy to finally have her for myself, but it became clear weeks later that what she had said was the truth. At first nothing felt amiss, but Delphi still kept a close eye on me. Then came the muscle aches that kept me awake all night, and then came the stretching. There's no other way to explain it, other than becoming a rubber hose character. My limbs became long and stretchy, I gained a bounce in my step, my skin lost all colour, and my eyes became long stretched out ovals. It was terrifying. The first time this transformation occurred, I panicked and ran around my house. It wasn't until I crawled into a ball on the sofa when I noticed every step I'd taken had painted the floor in a strange sepia tone. I rose to my feet and admired where I sat. That had the same colouring as my footsteps. Suddenly, this horrifying experience had become a game of painting my house. Everything I touched changed colour, some objects even morphed into a more cartoonish style, and when I changed back to normal, which I eventually did, so did everything else. It took weeks to teach myself how to control this gift, and thankfully I had the support of Delphi and her other partners, who were going through their own transformations. I discovered that when I touched Delphi in my rubber hose form, that she too would take on an animated appearance of her own. I must say, it really spiced things up in the bedroom. Perhaps a bit too much. Recently, Delphi has discovered she's with child, and based on the amount of times they've slept together compared to her husband and her other male counterpart, Kenneth, she's certain it's mine. I'm over the moon with the news. I've always wanted a baby, and I can't wait to show them all the cartoons I loved watching growing up, and showing them their father's incredible animated powers. I just hope they aren't born animated. If watching cartoons and being a cartoon has taught me anything, it's to expect the unexpected. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see.